Hola amigos de Wine News TV Puerto Rico, seguimos informando desde el Fine Wine Celebration de Plaza Cellars. Hoy estoy con el señor Bryan Lipa, vamos a hablar de dos bodegas, Kanzler y Purlieu. Me han dicho que el Purlieu, el último vino que vamos a probar hoy, fue el gran ganador de la velada de anoche. Anoche hubo un evento aquí muy concurrido, donde vinieron los consumidores, los clientes de Plaza Cellars. Hoy hay un evento para el trade, restaurantes, medios. Agradezco, por supuesto, a los amigos de Plaza Cellars por siempre apoyar nuestro proyecto. Bryan, how are you? So good to have you here.
Fantastic. Nice to be here. Thank you very much.
So you were telling me off camera that one of the big winners, and I validated this with some of my friends, the last one we will try, had a big night yesterday, last night.
Yeah, both Kanzler and Purlieu have been very big fan favorites the last couple of days, and very excited to have them here today. So.
All right, so before we get into Kanzler, before we get into the wine to taste it in front of the camera, what can you tell us about this bodega, this winery?
Kanzler, so they the Kanzler family bought an old apple farm in Sonoma 20 years ago, and they wanted to plant grapes, but all their neighbors said it's too cold, it's too windy in Sebastopol, but they did it anyway. And Steve Kanzler had no experience in wine. He went to school at UC Davis to learn more about vineyard management, and he got a job as an intern at Landmark Winery as an older guy who was retired. So he dug in deep and planted some grapes, and one of their first clients they sold wine to, or grapes to, was Costa Brown, one of the more famous wineries of California. And they actually gave Dan Costa and Michael Brown, former waiters, a blank check and some of their grapes to get started. And the Costa Brown 2004 Kanzler vineyard got 98 points from Wine Spectator. And then all of a sudden it was a great from there. So we have about 300 cases a year that we sell to all over the world, and we sent 20 cases to Puerto Rico. First time it's ever been here, and people are really digging it.
What a treat, what a treat. So let's go right into the wine. Let's see what we got here. So cheers. Thank you, Bryan, for this. Oh, I love the nose here. It's very elegant, very restrained. It's Sebastopol, you're saying?
Yeah, West.
Okay. I bought some a very famous sommelier restaurateur, Raj Parr, was making some wines over there, and this is such an amazing nose, so complex, so elegant. I get a little bit of pine, some clove, some baking spices. What do you get here?
So for me, Russian River Valley always kind of has a smoked cherry quality and an orange zest. It's very warm there. Sonoma compared to Napa is very cold, but in the Russian River Valley it gets warm, so that fruit gets a little riper, and that orange zest kind of really comes out for me.
There's this beautiful component of like this red citric fruit, citrusy, red citrusy, and you even get a little bit of that forest floor coming through. Beautiful. Let's see.
Very concentrated red cherry on the nose. Really beautiful. People right away notice the nose immediately when they try the wine for the first time. They're like, wow, before they even try it. It's very aromatic.
Wow, what a wine. Bird, try this. This is unbelievable. This is a great Pinot. It's my first time trying it. In terms of wine food pairing, what would you pair this with?
I love this wine with poultry, great vegetables, even fruit. Something like cherries is really nice with this, but vegetables, roasted chicken, spectacular, even pastas. And this can even hold its own with some beef courses too.
The finish is quite long. It keeps, revolving around the palate. It keeps, giving that.
Yeah.
It feels amazing. What a wine, my God. What a treat. Delicious wine. So we're moving on to another winery, a different winery, Purlieu. What can you tell me about Purlieu?
Purlieu is a French word. It's a reference to edge of the forest or edge of the woods. The winemaker and owner here is Julien Fayard. Julien was born in Provence. His family's been making rosé for over 50 years. But Julien had a glass of Cabernet in high school and decided no more rosé. He left the family business and he went to Bordeaux, and he went to school there, and then he got a job at Chateau Lafite on the winemaking team. And then he got a job at Smith Lafite as the winemaker, and happened to meet an American girl who was studying in France. They ended up dating for a while and wanted to get married. She lived in Sonoma. He was living in Bordeaux. So she said they should get married and meet halfway. So they ended up in Napa Valley.
Oh, great. What a fantastic story. There's always something more than just a wine. It's either love or obviously traveling all over the world. Let's go to the Le Peach. Love the cassis, love the blackberry, the pepper here. Love the black cherry. There is a mintiness, a freshness. Oh my God, what a beautiful nose. Let's see what's in the palate. It's very silky, but it's a big boy. I mean, it has its muscles, but it doesn't feel tired or overbearing or overwhelming. Certain wines, it's all wood and you get this whack of chocolate. Here, I think there's this desire to obviously let that very, very bright, pure, clean fruit express, but at the same time, you impress. You express and you impress with this wine.
I like that, yeah. So Julian has this term called grape to bottle. He farms the vineyard organically, takes the fruit straight into the winery, no additives, no acid, no tannin, no water. And a lot of Cabernets in this price point, they're adding those things, which is fine, but he wants to make the most pure expression of Cabernet possible.
It feels like the fruit is there's the jamminess and there's that, but it's not sweet. It's rather complex, nuanced. There is a beautiful bitterness, as if you were, doing some cocoa shavings of sorts. It's delicious. Let's go into the last one. This is the one that had a very big night last night, right?
Yeah, this is the big brother to the Piche. So the Piche, I didn't say, means golden eagle, and on the label there you can see the golden eagle. It's done by a local artist in Napa, but Purlieu is the main wine. There's single vineyards that were made here too, but this is the blend of all these single vineyards that go into the Napa Valley bottling.
Let's see what we have here. Oh my God, here we have before us a beast of a wine. The wine that Bruce Wayne would drink, perhaps, a Batman would drink.
It would be in the Batcave cellar for sure.
The concentration, the bird, try this. The concentration, the purity of fruit. I mean the length. It coats the whole palate, coats the soul, coats the gums, coats the tongue. I mean, what a fantastic wine. So how long have you been in Puerto Rico, your presence here?
2 years myself. Our company's Scale Wine Group, and we work with these smaller boutique wineries, and we get them distribution all over the world. We're based in Napa, but one of our main guys is Ish Rivera. And Ish is he grew up in San Juan, and he helps us clear our wines here and put them in all the right places. So,
Ish, we have an interview with Ish in our channel with another brand. I'm going to be respectful to Bryan and not mention the other brand, with Cayman, which is a very, very cool, very great winery as well. But this, did you like it? It's amazing, right? This is all live. Our show is very casual. It's as if you were in my living room. What a wine. In terms of pairing, going back to Lafite, I've had the opportunity to have Lafite a couple of times. I can definitely see that there is this homage to Bordeaux, but you do have that intensity of the California sun. Is the philosophy here to pay tribute to France but keep that American identity?
yeah, for sure. And Julian has a few other projects too, but with Purlieu, he really wants to show off California sunshine, ripeness with balance. In Bordeaux, he was mixing a lot of Merlot, and with his Cabernet, this is different. This is 100% Cabernet, so it has more power, more strength, more oomph. So beef and lamb are a must with this wine. And honestly, give it a good decant, and you can sit outside on your porch and drink the wine too. I mean,
it's a fantastic wine. If you pour this wine, you buy it, it'll probably be the start of the night. I can see how it was a big, big winner last night. Thank you, Bryan, so much, and I hope this is the first of many opportunities we get to sample wines together and taste. Do you have any other projects, any other surprises, anything you want to share with us as to new labels, anything new coming to the Puerto Rico market?
yeah, next time we're here, we'll have, there's a wine that just hit the shore, just a few days too late for today. It's called On Cue. It's made by a gentleman, it's owned by a gentleman who's a jazz musician. There's a big musical note on the label. And it's made by Mayan Kuzinski. And Mayan used to be one of the winemakers at Screaming Eagle, and now is one of the up-and-comers of Napa Valley. So next year we'll have that. We'll have our new grower champagne and a really beautiful German Riesling too. So
Beautiful, beautiful, Bryan. Thank you so much for this. Amigos, ha sido una entrevista que he disfrutado muchísimo. Los tres vinos son extraordinarios. El Pinot Noir es un Pinot Noir de mucha elegancia y mucho poder, que creo que va a ser de mucho agrado para el consumidor, para el paladar puertorriqueño que gusta de los vinos de Borgoña, pero que tienen también ese componente adicional de peso, de intensidad aromática, de carga tánica, si usted quiere, de los Pinot Noir de los Estados Unidos, y los dos Cabernet, o el Le Peach y el Purlieu, extraordinarios vinos, fantásticos. Seguiremos informando desde el Fine Wine aquí en el Caribe Hilton. Hasta luego.